What's going on, guys? I want to show you a little issue I'm having with the latest software, the version 2 software on the Katana amp. This is the Katana 100 212, and obviously you can see I've got the GAFC foot switch, which I need because I play live with this amp. And I didn't have this problem until the update. Everybody says, oh, mine's fine. I've been in contact with Roland. They're like, nope, we just tried it, works great. And I'm here to show you that there's an issue with this update, and it's a big issue for me. Now, before I show you, I mainly play on the clean channel, and I use the effects just to add some reverb, some delay, some a flanger, a chorus. That's about all I need in our band. But I do have channel 1. I keep a distortion on there. I'm kind of trying to play around with the channels to add more to our sound, but I don't use it a lot, but I have it on there. Right now it's back at the factory default. So anyways, before the software update, this is the way my amp worked. I'd power it up, and now it's changed a little bit, but this will be pre-software update. Now I'd power it up, and you can see all 3 effects are on. That was no big deal. I just, as soon as I power it up, I'd hit the effects and I'd turn them off. But right here, I noticed something new. The panel light never goes out. Okay? Before the software update, when I did this, when I hit the effects button, the panel light would go out. Okay? And I think this is starting to get into part of the issue. So I do that. And you know, you can see over here it's on clean. I'm on panel here. I got the knobs are on. Okay, so we'd play, and then, you know, I need a little flanger or something, and I'm not going to play my guitar. You can see it lights up, you know, and have a song. I have one song. I use chorus, and I use a little reverb. You know, still playing clean, no problem. Turn them back off. Next tune, and that was about it. But again, this panel light was never on. So now if I want to go to like channel 1 where I have some distortion set up, I'd go ahead and turn the effects off. I'd have to step on the panel, or no, maybe the panel came on when I turned the effects off. I can't remember. But anyways, then I go to channel 1, you know, jam out, got a little distortion on there, little EQ and stuff, but you can see I have no effects on, and I thought maybe that was the issue, that all the presets that they gave us in this version 2 all had effects with, you know, some distortion or whatever. But anyways, so I got channel 1 on. Now the only way to turn this off is to hit the panel button. If you hit the effects button, you can see channel 1 is still on, so you can start adding your effects, right? But you can still see channel 1 is lit. So we'll go back to where we were. Channel 1's on. Channel 1's on here. Alright, I'm jamming, I'm doing a song. That song's over. I want to go back to my clean, so the only way to get rid of this channel 1 is to go back to panel. Now when I hit panel, watch it light up the effects. It defaults back automatically to all effects turned on, which is, it's not a huge deal for me, but if I have a song where I have to go from the distortion back to clean, I don't want to have to program another frickin' channel for that. I just want to use the clean sound of the amp. You know, everybody likes it. You crank up the gain, everybody likes the clean sound. So go back to the effects, and you can see every one of them is back on again. And that's, for me, is kind of a pain in the ass. And it did not happen until the update, this version 2 software. And like I said, I'm not a huge fan of these channels right here. There's too much tweaking you have to do, volume tweaking. And for somebody like me, it's playing clean. I don't want to have to, you know, I like I said, I want the clean sound of the amp. I don't want to have to create channel 2 on clean just so I can get around this. It's kind of stupid, because then I'm back to dicking around with the volume levels again. This way is easy. I got my volume, you know, master volume I can control, and then having a single channel, it's easy to get that dialed in, which I don't even use this very much. I don't use this channel stuff very much at all. But again, back here, all those are back on, and that did not happen until this update. It used to be, if I came in here and turned them all off, they stayed off until I turned them back on. Okay? Now, anytime you go from a channel back to a panel, you go to channel 4, you want to turn that channel off, those come right back on. Sure, I could program all my clean sounds through here, but I just don't want to. I don't like the way this Katana handles volume. It's kind of ridiculous. It's a lot easier to dial volume in from clean to a stomp box than it is to muck around with this thing, trying to tweak it and sitting here holding buttons every show, you know, every time you set up for a gig. But anyways, this did not do this on the old software, and this is what I want them to fix. Put it back the way it was, to where these just stay off until you come back and you turn them on in the effects. Because somewhere along the way, in the middle of a show, I don't want to have to all of a sudden have 3 added effects dumped on top of my sound. You know, maybe because either I'm not paying attention, you know, might get a, you know, the stages, they go from bright to dark depending on how the lights are flashing. So this is something that they need to fix, or I guarantee you I'll send this amp back and never buy another amp that needs software updates again. So hope it makes sense to you. Appreciate anybody's comments on what you do in this situation, and hopefully Roland will see it and figure out that they've got a problem.